excuse me, you can't park there. That cop was not entertaining. We got on scene to the Anaheim on-ramp to the 710 southbound, right before, like where the Queen Mary and the ports are at. Incredibly tight spot, so to save space, we're going to be doing it from the off-ramp and bringing it to us. Just waiting for this officer to move. There we go. Thank you, sir. These guys right here over the fence. Sir, I didn't hear you because the truck was out. I was asking you, do you know how much it weighs?
I lost it.
No?
Lost it.
Want to just assume it's 40,000? Okay. After we finish upwriting it, where are we going to take it to?
What?
Where are we going to take it to?
So I need to
call your boss?
But I don't find my phone right now.
It might be in the truck. Well, we'll look for it when we upright it.
I need to find out my phone.
Another driver doesn't know the weight. Shocking, man. So these side-by-side ones are always a little tricky when you have such limited room because of the axles. So these tires are going to land probably right over my underlift that's extending, underlift my outrigger. So the beauty of two rotators controlling the tractor, if you guys see this channel a lot, you'll already know as we bring it over, we can either barrel roll it, or as it's about to touch, we just play with the cables and push the container out towards the curb. So now that the outriggers are out, we're gonna do a visual check, make sure the locks are good. Yeah, the rear ones are always okay. It's those front ones that are a pain. That's a good amount of cable. What's weird is the driver's pants look all bloody. I don't know if that's old, but the driver himself looks okay and he denied medical attention. There seems to be a bit of a language barrier though. I know I get tons of comments on these videos like the last one, a lot of them actually, of people mad that they don't know the language and isn't it the law? Technically, you can take your CDO in other languages. So to get a commercial driving thing, you can take the test, but you do have to know the signs. You have to be able to read all the signs. That's why a lot of people say you have to know English, because all the signs are in English. Well, I don't know. It's been a few years since I took my test. I don't know what's changed. You want to barrel roll it? Okay. I like that, eh? Hey. That's gonna be happy? Dude, he already called me quarterbacking from Mexico. What? He called me when I was in the truck. Yeah, we'll do it. Now, the reason we always ask the drivers is how much weight does it have, is because based on that, we'll know more or less a different game plan. We'll use these babies for sure, and one of these. So, for example, if the guy says, I have, 60,000 pounds, I wouldn't barrel roll this. But this container for sure doesn't have that. It's weird to say, but you can just kind of tell. At most, it's probably 40, 50. When they're super heavy, you want to use the weight as an advantage and plant it, and we would just do a regular upright. In fact, I'm going to use my load cell on one of the lines. My mass load wireless load cell. Hey, Alex.
I got a battery.
What? No way.
On the last one and then it died on the
All right, so the thing about barrel rolls is you need a ton of height. A ton of height. Now with the two rotators we got here, we got that. It also needs a lot of coordination. Well, Alex and I know the routine like the back of our hands, so we'll be in sync. And then with the floating snatch block method Hector's gonna use, it's foolproof. Even a caveman can do it. That's good. Now the barrel roll method again, we're right here on the freeway. Otherwise we'd have to put our trucks right here and block the lane. If you guys know us, you know we do not block lanes. We keep traffic open as much as humanly possible. So these thick locks at the bottom don't allow you to put a shack or a container link. That's why I use a sling to connect to the larger one. But this is why we use protectors. See all this rust? This stuff is super jagged in here. And that's why these are king. They're not bulletproof. But for slings, they're the toughest around in the market. Alright, let's get my remote, hook up, and we're ready to airborne already. Only been here, geez, not even 10 minutes. Perfect. There's just enough clearance to get this thing in here. Did you find your phone?
No.
Okay.
Maybe from
In the truck?
maybe.
When we upright it, we'll let you look inside, okay? Now the cables are in free spool, allows me to walk it out, get my angle just right. So while Alex jumps down, I'm gonna put tension on my lines. I'll put the load cell on this one because this side, it's up on the curb. So there's gonna be more force on that side, the heavier end. And look how fast it jumps. We're ready to go. Resting at 6,600 pounds. Yeah, we gotta close this hood, Hector. Well, this is in the way. Well, that shouldn't be here. Here, you guys push this and strap it down before you go up, okay? Push in the hood and strap it down before you go up. Now, before they upright, let me see if I can quickly find the guy's phone. Don't see it. More than likely, it's under all this rubble right here. I cannot remember the last time I've had a rollover where I asked the driver how much weight does he have in there, and he gave me an amount. Cannot remember. That is sad. And this is where he came from, so what do you think, speed? A lot of people like to yell load shift, but you know how hard it is to shift the load? It doesn't just happen unless it's loaded so horrible. More than likely, even if it's loaded bad, you can still get to your destination fine driving safe, but combine that with sharp turns and speed, this is the result. Whoa, I'm over 10,000 now. I'm almost airborne and I'm already at 17,800 pounds. And in a second, it spiked to 20. And we're barely here. Again, that's why I put the load cell there. So all the people that still use chain, if you had chain in that corner, a 1/2 inch chain that'll fit there, that's rated at 15,000 pounds in a vertical. When you choke it back to yourself to attach, it's even less. Not by much, but it's less. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're ready. This thing's heavy. I got tension on both lines, and on the load cell line, It spiked to 20 just about. So every bit of 40, 45,000 for sure, huh? Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, when you're ready, stand by Hector, because you never know with that guy. Hey! I almost stepped on that drone. Yeah, flight out by Hector puts the last of the, I told him to strap up that hood. I don't want it coming apart.
I told him right now.
I told him.
Strap.
So Hector had to raise the front so we can close that hood. If you don't close that hood, it's obviously going to come open in the upright and get caught in the snatch block and tear it off. This one was tricky because it's pretty much all off. Look at it.
Yeah.
Broke off everywhere. It's a hard hit. I bet you, I see a credit card. His phone's probably going to be under all this. All right, remember to stand by Hector to babysit. Stand by Hector to babysit. I'll follow your lead. All right, we're resting at 12,300. I'm gonna start going up since the front end is already up. $16,000. I'm at 16,000 and very comfortable. How you doing, Hulk? And now we begin the upright process. Get it a little bit closer to my truck because I want that tire on the inside of that curb. That feels good. So I'm going to plant this side first so Alex has better control. Oh yeah, that's looking great. Right in front of the curb, make it nice and easy. And notice how my line of action is slightly over the container, which makes it physically impossible for it to go back into my truck. That cab is jacked up, man. You always want to plant the rear first because this is where the brakes are. That'll prevent this thing from rolling while the guys figure out the best placement for the front. Tires are completely tore off.
Once he loses it and the weight comes over, the freaking frame rubs and it just cuts the tires open. I'm pretty inspecting this guy's before. It's not, see how the frame right here, this is all from the frame. Yeah, the tires are low, but that's not gonna cause it to overturn. The tires got chopped by this. Once all the weight comes, it starts flipping over and it's still moving, obviously. The freaking,
damn, it touched all the way in here.
yeah, just freaking basically just shoved all over.
Crazy. Yeah, I know. Oh, he found his phone. You found the phone? Okay. When you...
My dispatcher is coming here. He's coming.
I know for a fact there's a joke here waiting to be told, and I'm not that funny, so funniest comment on this video at the end of the second day wins a free shirt. I'll let you guys decide by whoever gets the most amount of likes. Good luck. How far? Huh? How long?
Let me ask.
Look, these are the 3-footers.
I like those a little bit.
Ooh, and the sun's coming out to play. That's his. we go. Sweet. Thank you, Alex. So believe it or not, but this little tiny guy that's only 3 feet in length is a 5/8. And the working load limit in a vertical is like 16,000 something pounds. Doubled up like this is around 32,000 pounds. And then when you're done, all you gotta do is tug on it and inspect. See all the rust right here? This takes all the damage. I know. Safety first. Damn it, I just realized something. I missed the perfect shot to get a thumbnail with that in the background. Accident attorneys. Where'd he come from? Wrong way, buddy. Just out for a casual stroll. You actually get a lot of homeless people walking on these freeways. It's a miracle there's no more accidents with them. All the equipment's put away on Hulk. We just walk out the cables. We just retract the cables, put the outriggers in. And that driver said that his dispatch or boss was coming. I'm assuming he has to do all that to tell us where to take it and make payment. All right, just like that, we're done. Hey, Alex. I saw the cop write 180s, but this homeboy said that his boss is on the way, so I'm gonna just tell Hector to take it to the yard in Wilmington. That way we're off the freeway when we open this up. Hector, I think you're gonna just take this off the freeway. Okay. There's 180s for it, but the guy said his boss or the dispatch was coming. We'll do that off the freeway. Hey, the headlights still work.
Yeah, I know.
Bro, I'll sign the 180s whenever you're ready. I'm ready now. I left my pen in the truck. Hector, there's a hold on it, so take it back to the yard regardless.
What truck are you?
I'm in that one. I'll take him though. I'm ready to go. Oh, Ocean, hold.
Huh?
There's a hold on it.
Why?
Oh, Ocean.
Oh, okay.
He's been getting around to it. He's just been busy. I'm gonna give this to Hector. Let me give this guy a business card. I'll tell him. I'm gonna put these in your truck. There's a hold on it.
Okay.
So I just finished signing the impound form. This guy's not getting his truck back at all. They put a hold on it for California vehicle code 22651 Ocean. That's the vehicle code for registration. Homeboy hasn't paid his registration in 2 years. Is that a boat? That's a boat. You guys might laugh, but we see this all the time. We get those from through OPG. You have no idea how many boats we have. How many boats we impound. When you hear a boat, like, oh, boat, that's cool. You can tell them, right? Nope, they all look like this. They're all junk. That's disgusting. One of the airlines is pinched. So Hector, that's why it's raised up like that. He's going to the dryer on the side. Once he connects that airline, we're out of here. I'm gonna... Ready? You're fighting the current. You're fighting the current. You're gonna capsize.
Hey, which way's the beach? Was it? I saw yellow paper and I was like, is that the 180?
No, the guy hasn't registered it in years. Agency hold. Well, with that said, we're out of here, guys. Peace. By the way, this is what we have to deal with daily in Los Angeles. I just figured I'd show this really quick. I am going less than 20 miles an hour. Sunny Los Angeles. Yeah, the weather's nice. But man, this is something you really don't, I mean, I guess you get used to it. Doesn't mean it still doesn't suck. Especially because we're commercial trucks, have to ride in the slow lane. Oh well, on to the call. We're here, but this is anticlimactic. It's not as bad as I thought. Let's go check it out. Alright, first, let me get my stuff off. Alright, I'm gonna just walk out my cables. I kind of had a feeling it would be something I could do with one truck, but what I'm gonna do, this is mainly for the audience, is I got the help of somebody that's on their way. They're about 10 minutes away. So I'll be working this job with another rotator, but it's not Big Flipper, it's not Dave. You guys are in for quite a treat when you see. So what we got is a Prevost bus. Busted his oil pan right here, as you can see. Oil everywhere. Insurance is coming out for that. I don't know who they're sending, but they hired us for the actual recovery. Prevost buses are very tricky. They're very easy to damage, and this one's a nice one, just to show you guys. But the game plan is to slingshot this out, and with two rotators, that's very easy. So there's a fence here on either end. That's why it's got to come out the way it came in. Is they're not gonna risk tearing it down even more. In fact, I'll use my saw to kind of cut right here where it's stuck. Oh yeah, it's still a pretty nice bus, minus the busted oil pan. So let me walk up my lines. Looking good, Hulk. I got these things, they're called bones. They go inside rims, on the inside of the rim, and you put your strap on the outside. I'm thinking of using that. Let me get them out and toy with it. If not, I just, my trusty rim slings with protectors will do. Show you what they look like. Got them locked away right here. Ta-da! Yeah, never mind. I was gonna get the adapters for the bones, and I seen these. These are my trusty 5/8 rope slings. I think these will be best. I got two of them, so the other rotator can use one on the other side. Let me just make sure it'll work. I'll walk mine over there. So by slingshot, it's exactly what it sounds like if you imagine a slingshot. We're gonna put one truck on either end and pull it out in between us like a slingshot and land it right here. The good thing is this is a dead end. I'm in Desert Valley, I think, Desert Center, about an hour east of Coachella. Oh yeah, this will do the trick right here. Beautiful. Those holes are perfect for what I want to do. Boom, fits perfect. I got the strap in here, I got the protector on. This will do 32,000 pounds in a basket. All that's missing is the shackle. And also let me get my saw. Looks like the fence is already cut right here. Tore that clean. Just get my trusty, lovely twist lock shackles. You know what, should I use the soft shackles? Nah, because we'll never come in contact with the body at the slingshot method. And look who has arrived. Any guesses on who I called out? The YouTube famous Plaza Towing. I couldn't help but give Trent a call. I figured I was gonna be in his backyard. Decided, why not? A lot of people always say we should work together, and I like that he's got the YouTube on the boom. The famous Darryl. I'm sure most of you guys came from Plaza Tow and still follow them. This is Darryl. What's up, sir? I'm sure you're used to a GoPro in your face all the time with Trent, huh? So check this out. It's a lot easier than I thought.
Yeah, this thing.
And the thing, I thought the embankment was a lot steeper, and there was some.
Looks like it dropped off.
It did. All right, Daryl's gonna go talk to that lone trucker trying to take a nap over there, because once we start this little dead end's blocked. He had a pretty good idea that I'm gonna go with. Instead of pulling it out the way it came in right there, we're gonna side winch it. Oh, I got that sun glare. Where my rim sling is at, we're gonna winch it all the way to us with my truck, put the rear end right here, and then continue the slingshot out this way. It's a lot less of a dramatic climb. It's almost flat right here, as opposed to right there, where we can do a lot more damage as it comes up. Since we'll be lifting up the rear end, that's gonna push the front down, and it can do a lot more damage all right here. Well, easy job. He's good. Okay, let's go to my trusty Milwaukee toolbox. One of my favorite drawers in Hulk. Look at all that Milwaukee tool stuff. I'll be using this one. Yes, sir. Put the fence. What's in the windshield? I'm lucky it's on dirt too, it slides easy. Nothing's fighting me. Truck is stable. What I could do is let me let out on the cable, boom up and extend out. On this side? I see what you mean. think we're ready for the truck then. Alright, so we're gonna go with the new plan. Darrell's gonna back up and he's gonna rotate with this thing off this side because it's already starting. You can't really see the steepness from the GoPro, but it does lean. And he's gonna pick up on that and then rotate it out this way. I'm gonna go forward and to the left a bit so it'll come out perfectly between our trucks right here. I'll take care of that right now. So there's drama. $700 a day? And that's why he's cranky. He goes 700 miles a day. Going in a bit more. I see the tires crooked. Sir, can we get inside to turn the steering wheel? The steering wheel? Yes. Let me know when you want to start winching and I'll follow your lead. I'm gonna stay right here in front of the bus. Yes. Go. How bad? Holding. All right, tension off. because of the bearings. They're getting cracked. Ready. I'm ready. Are you ready? Okay. Reaching in. I don't think so because I don't see the tires rolling. Booyah. It's mine now. I'm not letting go. I'll let it rub. Yeah, it looks like a dirt storm. Oh, you think I should start cranking the wheels now? Holding. Yeah, that's why it's giving me resistance. So it's caught now? Okay, caught the wheel bottom. Should I go in now? Alright. I'll give him a few feet of slack. No, in fact, I prefer it with the brakes off. Once it climbs that curb, let it roll like 4 feet, then just have them slam on the brakes. So I'm gonna. I'm going for it now. Well, that looked pretty crazy. The brake? Yes, please. This was more of a pain in the top, but we got it out. The hard part with stuff like this is the damage because of all the fairings. It's a very nice bus. So now Darrell's going to use the deck winch to winch out the front. So I can pretty much let go of Volk. My job here is done. Now I'm going to help Darrell set up the front rim. They're winching, dog. I am off. You want to throw a block? Good. Absolutely beautiful. That was a perfect distance. I said it's coming out beautiful. That was a perfect distance. I think you're golden. What about you? I think you're good. What about you? Not bad, so we've been here, what, 90 minutes? It got dark quick, because it's the desert, but we got it out, safe and sound. It's a fun job. Thank you, Darrell. Thank you, Plaza Tow. We're going to put our trucks away quick, and then I'll come back to you when we're towing. Thank you, Darrell, for letting me borrow his headset. Pretty cool. I've messed with Synetics before. Comfy. I like. But I still prefer my Satcom. You sucker. You were a pain, weren't you? Thank you, Darrell. for all your help. Thank you, Trent and the Plaza crew. Very nice. Well, like I said in the beginning, you guys mostly probably all follow Plaza already, but if you don't, be sure to. Got some cool content. Hulk UFO over there. Now we put the trucks away. I'll say bye to Darl, and then how Castro tow this thing all the way back to our area. Castro has finally arrived with the bus bars, because Hulk prefers to do recoveries and not tow. Deal with it. I'll go down, I'll back him up right now. Keep it coming. Those bus bars look crazy. That almost looks like a bull. What's up, doggy? You're throwing us a Prevost. These things are big and bulky, but they're how you tow these style buses. If you're familiar with the Prevost bus, the Van Hoels, I call them pain in the behind buses. I hate them. If we don't have to do buses, we won't. But sometimes it's just part of the job, and that's where these bus bars really, really shine. Good. Well, Castro hooks up. I'm gonna just show you guys why it was a bit more difficult than expected. One thing I did not factor in, and I'm kicking myself on the butt for it, is this is very soft sand. Look at that. Watch. Very soft sand. So if anyone's gonna suggest why don't I just drive in here, I would have gotten stuck myself in a heartbeat. And I did not factor that in when we were winching it out. That's why it dug in so much. Dug in good. I mean, you could see these little trenches right here that the tires did. Going up straight would have been very hard, because like Darl said, we would have had to have it suspended in the air quite a bit to clear all that, and then all the side right there would have been all messed up. So yeah, the right idea, and us first winching it out, using Hulk to winch it out this way where it's more straight, and then well, the rest you've seen. Hopefully the video came out decent. I was super distracted. I never worked with Plaza before, and Darl and I were talking a lot, so I didn't really get a chance to keep you guys in the loop. For that, I apologize. Will not happen again. But see, the way we did it, slow and steady wins the race, because there is no damage to this thing. Even like those fenders, everything is absolutely clean. I say we did a really, really good job, all things considered, with the soft sand, having to winch it and pull it out this way where it's more direct. So all in all, a good job. Very, very good job. I'm gonna help Castro, and then we're out of here. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully I got enough good footage to showcase both our trucks. Thank you again, Darl, Trent, and Plaza. Yeah, that was a pain. We just finished hooking up. Castro's going in tow. I'll follow him out for the first 50 miles or so, then I'm out. What took forever was the stupid drive shaft. Too much to explain now, but just in layman's terms, when you front tow commercial vehicles like this, you got to remove the drive shaft, and it's located right here in between the axles. It's horribly small under there. I'm horribly dirty. I had to bang it out, all kinds of stuff. It's one of those things that what could go wrong did go wrong, but I got it out. We got it safely secured. Castro shot air, wheels are rolling freely, and we out of here. Peace for reals now.